In the heart of the Indus Valley civilization, where the mighty Indus River flowed, lay the vibrant city of Mohenjodaro. This city was a marvel of urban planning with its well-laid-out streets, sophisticated drainage systems, and grand public baths. The city bustled with activity as traders, artisans, and farmers mingled in the busy markets, their voices creating a symphony of commerce and life. Amidst this thriving city lived a 19-year-old boy named Mazu. Known for his quick wit and even quicker feet, Mazu was the very definition of mischief. His deep brown eyes, always twinkling with the hint of a prank, and his unkempt black hair were as wild as his spirit. Mazu lived with his younger sister, Juma, a 15-year-old girl with a heart full of wisdom and a demeanor that balanced Mazu's antics. The elders of Mohenjodaro, a group of venerable men and women, took great pride in maintaining discipline and order among the city's youth. They often convened in the Grand Council Hall, a large building with intricately carved pillars and frescoes depicting the history of their civilization. Their primary concern was the behavior of the younger generation, particularly Mazu, whose pranks had become the talk of the town. The head elder, Bhagat, a stern man with a silver beard, was especially concerned and expressed that during a meeting.
"We must instill discipline in our youth. Their future and the future of our city depend on it. Mazu's antics must be curtailed."
One sunny afternoon, Mazu decided to play his first grand prank on the elders. He had overheard their meeting and knew they would be visiting the public bath that evening. Mazu concocted a plan to replace the oil used for massages with a mixture of honey and flour, creating a sticky and uncomfortable surprise for the elders. As the elders disrobed and prepared for their massages, they noticed something odd but continued, attributing it to a new technique. However, as the mixture dried, they realized they had been tricked. Bhagat's stern face turned red with anger as he tried to peel off the sticky concoction. All the elders were furious, covered in the sticky solution that had now dried. It took them hours of work to get it off, they missed crucial time and could not convene for the council. Bhagat knew that it was Mazu behind this prank and it made him even more determined to find a solution. While Mazu watched the entire drama from afar, he chuckled and enjoyed the distress of the elders as they tried to take off the sticky solution. Behind him was his sister Juma, who watched him disappointed at this prank. Juma was 4 years younger to Mazu, however she was mature and ever the voice of reason. She confronted Mazu.
"Brother, your pranks are becoming too much. You need to think about the consequences."
Mazu shrugged, a mischievous grin on his face.
"It's all in good fun, Juma. The elders need to lighten up."
"Just be careful, Mazu. One day, your pranks might get you into serious trouble."
The next day, Mazu found himself at the bustling market. He decided to play another prank, this time on the stern fruit seller, Sarthak. Mazu swapped the price tags on various fruits, causing confusion among the buyers and frustration for Sarthak. As customers argued and Sarthak fumed, Mazu watched from a distance, chuckling to himself. But Juma, who had been shopping nearby, caught wind of his mischief. She marched over to Mazu and pulled him aside.
"Mazu, this isn't right. You're causing trouble for everyone. You need to stop."
Mazu's smile faded as he saw the disappointment in Juma's eyes.
"All right, Juma. I promise I'll try to be better."
Juma went over to Sarthak and helped him fix the price tags. Mazu on the other hand ran away fearing Sarthak's anger. Later that night Juma had a detailed conversation with Mazu. She tried to assess why Mazu feels the urge to do these pranks. Mazu explained that he likes to have fun and wanted to bring laughter and joy to people. Juma explained to him that sometimes his pranks do not bring joy, in fact they can make others' lives difficult, and that Mazu may need to find another outlet or activity to bring joy and have fun at the same time. Every year the people of Mohenjodaro host an annual festival where the change of the season is celebrated. During summer, winter clothes are packed away and colorful clothes are bought out. There are stalls full of colorful fruits, clothes, and people bring a lot of food cooked from home for all the children. As the entire city was preparing for the grand celebration, Mazu wanted to do a prank that would be remembered for many days. Despite his promise to Juma, Mazu decided to play a prank that would be remembered for years. He secretly gathered a group of friends and concocted a plan to redirect the water from the Great Bath into the Elders' Council Hall. On the night of the festival, while the city was distracted with celebrations, Mazu and his friends executed their plan. Water flowed into the council hall, soaking the elders and creating chaos. The water seeped into the benches and created a lot of damage. Initially, Mazu was excited, but when he saw the impact and chaos, he felt a bit guilty. He had not thought of the kind of damage this prank could do. The next morning, as the city awoke to the news of the flooded council hall, the elders were furious, and Bhagat immediately suspected Mazu. He summoned Mazu and Juma to the council hall. Standing before the furious elders, Mazu felt a pang of guilt. Juma stood beside him, her expression a mix of disappointment and concern. Bhagat was furious.
Do you realize the damage you have caused? This prank is unacceptable.
Mazu stayed quiet at first, trying to find some words. Then he took a deep breath and stepped forward.
I apologize for my actions. I didn't think it would cause so much trouble and damage. I promise to make amends.
Juma, surprised at Mazu's courage, stepped in to support. She added,
Mazu will help clean the council hall and repair any damage. He understands the importance of respecting our elders and our heritage.
Mazu nodded his head and agreed.
I promise to do better, and I will help repair the damage, and work to raise money for it.
Bhagat sighed, unsure of Mazu's words. But he was wise, and Mazu was after all a child. He decided to give him a chance to redeem himself. The council was dismissed. For the next few weeks, Mazu worked tirelessly to make up for his prank. He cleaned the council hall, worked at various places to raise some money to repair the damage, and he also helped the elders with their tasks. Slowly, the elders began to see a change in him. Mazu's mischievous spirit was still there, but he had learned to balance it with responsibility. During his days with the elders, Mazu would entertain them with his jokes and dance at break time. Over the weeks, Bhagat and the elders became fond of Mazu, his spirit and his joyous nature. They realized that Mazu, when given a proper outlet, can become a person who is responsible and enjoys tricks at the same time. Juma, proud of her brother's growth, stood by his side.
You've come a long way, Mazu. I'm proud of you.
Mazu smiled, his eyes twinkling with a hint of mischief.
Thanks, Juma. I guess a little discipline isn't so bad after all.
Since the last festival was not celebrated properly, the council decided to hold another festival. The city of Mohenjodaro buzzed with excitement. This time, Mazu was determined to contribute positively. He organized games and activities for the children, sharing his creativity in a constructive way. The elders watched with approval as Mazu led the festivities, his energy infectious and his pranks harmless and fun. He also prepared a little show for the audience, which was very successful. Bhagat approached Mazu during the festival, a rare smile on his face.
You have learned well, young Mazu. Discipline and fun can coexist. You have become a true asset to our city. Perhaps you can lead all the future festival arrangements and shows.
Mazu jumped with excitement and then bowed respectfully.
Thank you, Bhagat. I have learned much from my sister and from you all. I will be honored to lead the festivities.
Together, we can make Mohenjo-Daro a place of joy and respect.
Years passed, and Mazu's reputation in Mohenjo-Daro transformed from a mischievous troublemaker to a beloved community leader. He continued to play pranks, but they were always in good humor and brought laughter to everyone, including the elders. Juma, his constant companion and moral compass, ensured that Mazu's pranks never crossed the line. He also formed a group with other children who performed for all shows. This was exciting because the group became popular amongst the city and they started getting hired for many performances. Mazu's legacy was one of laughter, learning, and balance. He proved that even the most mischievous spirit could become a force for good with the right guidance and a loving sister to keep him honest. And so, the tales of Mazu and his pranks lived on, inspiring future generations to find joy in discipline and fun in responsibility.